It's Satar, and we got match referee in Aminul Islam. Captain of the side, Desert Warriors, to spin the coin.
I'll go for tail.
Tail is the call.
It is tail.
It's tail.
We are going to bowl first.
So the captain of Markhors winning the toss. What's going to be your decision?
We are going to bowl first.
Any specific reason behind deciding to bowl first?
Well, I have spoken to my guys before the toss, and they are more comfortable to chase the runs, And it's a crucial game, knockout game. We'll be chasing, inshallah.
How do you read the pitch conditions?
I have seen the first match. It's quite responsive. There is a bounce, there is a speed, there is a swing for the fast bowlers. Let's see. We are playing with five fast bowlers. We'll try to utilize them.
Any changes to strengthen your batting in this match?
No, we have one unfit bowler, Inamur Rahman, and he'll be replaced with Mohammad Tahir.
Quarter-final pressure?
No, it's I'll be keep smiling.
All the best tonight.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Kushal, you will be batting on this surface.
Yes, I would have also, I wanted to bat first anyways, because that's where we won both our matches. Our strength is bowling, so we want to put good score, and it's a knockout match. So we want to put them under pressure, have some good score, and then bowl well. In fact, field well this time compared to the last match. Pitch is pretty decent. They played good cricket now. I don't see pitch getting deteriorated, but I think it will be a good game.
Mental preparation for this quarter-final, the pressure game?
We have to be positive. Take one game at a time. It's knockout match, do or die. We'll give our best, and ultimately cricket wins. So win or lose is part of the game. Did we give enough effort to win this match? I think that's what matters.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you. Thank you.
So the news from the centre here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium is that captain of Markhors winning the toss and deciding to bowl first.
All set for this encounter, the fourth quarter-final of QCA Ramadan T10 Cup, and we're all set for live action here. Markhors winning the toss and electing to field first. Abdul Sattar will begin proceedings, and it's the batters of Desert Warriors who will be keen to get off to a good start. And after doing the toss, quickly joining me in the comm box, Devinder Kumar. Good evening, Devinder. What a match we witnessed, and what an encounter on the cards.
Yeah, fascinating finish to the quarter-final number 3, and this promises to be another exciting affair here. Abdul to start the proceeding from the QCA end. Winning the toss, deciding to bowl first. The focus has been the pitch because of the moisture content. If they get the deliveries in right areas, and no wonder we had seen an exciting quarter-final earlier today where the Sprite cricket stars prevailing in a tense finish.
Immediately we see some movement with that new ball. Pulling it too far outside the off stump. Abdul Sattar, the captain.
Everyone is nervous. I was at the toss and looking at the body language of most of the players participating in today's contest. Everyone looked nervous. It's a different game. The quarter-final, the knockout game. If you miss out one opportunity, you are gone out of the tournament. No wonder this has been different type of intensity in play. But the reactions have been quite different. Drives through the offside, takes a single.
Oh yes, it's a knockout, and that's what a knockout can do. Can just create some nervous moments.
Two wides and single of the just one delivery has been bowled in this quarter-final number 4. Desert Warriors versus Markhors putting into bat. Nervy start from Abdul with slip in position. Drifting down the leg side, this will be another wide.
You could sense the knockout phase will just be playing on the minds of most of the players, and Abdul Sattar clearly showing signs of a different player today.
Yes, clarity of the head is the most important thing. He is an experienced campaigner. And again, down the leg side, wide again. Pressure on the captain. setting the tone of this innings, decided to start with ball in hand, but he's been spraying the ball around. Get the clarity of the mind working for yourself. It's going to have a major effect on the body language of the fielding team as well.
And it won't be a bad idea for him to shift sides and bowl around the wicket. Much better this time, gets an edge, fine leg up on the circle. They'll quickly run for, oh, he's been given.
That was a full delivery. Batsman trying to shuffle across at the crease was given LBW. Huge cheer from the crowd. Look at this one once again, full toss. Was just drifting a bit, but was found in front and was pleading to the umpire. And umpire accepting the appeal and a breakthrough early for the team. Markhors. It's 5 for 1. And Sajjad, the batsman, out.
Well, the captain strikes. Abdul Sattar had some nervous moments in the beginning, but he strikes and he gets the big wicket of Sajjad. He's the danger man. We've seen him walk away with the player of the match as well in this tournament. He goes out without scoring. Abdul Sattar, the captain, strikes. And what a start here for the Markhors.
A nerve-settling delivery this, taking the wicket early. They needed early breakthrough after winning the toss and deciding to bowl first, looking to make full use of the conditions here. Great support for the team. Crowd coming in large numbers today with the prospect of exciting finish to this game as well. The kind of batters and bowlers that both teams possess, it's going to be neck and neck fight, as we have already seen in quarter-final number 3 as well.
Avtar makes his way to the middle. Farooq on the other side. Abdullah struck in his second delivery, legal delivery. It's been a lengthy over for him. He's not been able to find the line, but when he found it, he got the wicket as well. Slip in place. 4 on the off inside the circle. 2 inside on onside. Another wide.
The story continues. Drifting down the leg side, they got men at the third man on the boundary, men at the long on position. And a vociferous crowd to bolster the support to the team. 6 for 1. Full delivery. Appeal for caught behind. Six for 1. Early wicket. That's what they wanted. Will he pitch it up again? Kind of field that is set for him. Mid-off is sitting on the edge of the 30-yard circle on the offside. Very, very straight as well.
Good late movement on this one. Sattar has come back well into this over after getting that early wicket of Sajjad. And if he can keep it going, he'll always be asking questions to the batters.
Settling into good rhythm now. His lengths have been excellent, but line erratic on both sides of the wicket. This time it's full toss. It's been hammered away. A pressure releasing shot after losing early wicket. A boundary for Avtar.
And he's off the mark with a glorious 4 on the off. That was full and wide. All he had to do was just give that bat a wild swing on the offside.
Now the field changes as well for the right hand batsman. Man at the point position on the boundary. Man at the third man. Mid-on comes inside the circle. Square leg and fine leg inside the circle. Who one is protecting the boundary on the onside. Driving it on the right, taking a single. This has been a contrasting over. Plenty of wides bowled in this over and taking wicket as well. It's 11 for 1.
As many as 11 deliveries in that 6-ball over. This decided Desert Warriors led by Kushal Kotari. Sajjad just departed some time back. Farooq's in the middle. Avtar has made his way. Captain to come in next. Anirudh Singh, Shakir Hussain, Gaurav Gupta, Venkat Ramakrishna, Vikramjit Singh. He'll roll his arm later in the day. Imran Mohammad and Sandeep Kotari. He can hit the ball real hard. We saw that in the last game as well. So there's a lot of batting.
And for the team, Markhors making 5 changes in this contest, looking to have as many fast bowlers in the side. Looking at the wicket conditions, Abdul Sattar, Rashmi, who's been scoring runs consistently for the team, Wasim, match-winning performance the other day. Farhan has been producing timely cameos. Kashif, Kiran, Abdul Samad and Kirit Ullah, who has been able to get the ball to move around. Kirmatullah and Tahir and Shajab, that's the team. Markhors should be an exciting initial few overs with Farouk at the crease, and the way he batted in the previous innings looked world class. Kirmatullah beaten that left arm swing bowler, that angle.
Keeps it very simple, a very smooth run up, very uncomplicated action. Just comes and releases the ball at the angle to the right-handed batter. A slip in place for him. Two fielders in the deep, one at long on and one at third man. 4 on the off, make that 5 on the off inside the circle, including the slip and 2 on the on as well.
Searching for the cut shot, that was too close to the body to play the cut shot. Was not in position to play the shot as well. Looking at the overhead atmospheric conditions, also nip in the air and moisture in the pitch. These are ideal conditions for swing bowlers to get movement and some movement of the seam as well. It's about landing the ball in the right areas. If they do that, they will be rewarded, as we have already seen in the first match as well. Full trying to hit it through the onside. That was pitching outside the leg stump. That can't be given LBW. Kirmatullah has settled into very good rhythm in his first over. The length is spot on, so is the line. Fine leg up in the circle. Again pulling his length back. Wants to run here. Chance for run out. Direct hit needed. Opportunity came and it went.
Only one batter was running on this occasion. The other was in no mood to move. This could have been disastrous for Desert Warriors. Had that direct hit converted. Wicket number 2. Somehow managed to hang in there.
Matar is standing well outside the crease, at least a couple of yards. Meets on the full. Straight to the man. Chance again.
What is happening in the middle? An absolute comedy of errors. It's the wicketkeeper who had to go there and back up behind the stumps for that collect. They had to wait for the throw. Presence of mind lacking. 2 run-outs missed in 2 consecutive deliveries. 2 opportunities gone a-begging, and Markhors are clearly showing signs of nervousness in the field.
Absolute harakiri. There in the middle, the throwing and also getting into position to receive the throw as well. Nervous energy. This time trying to whack it through the onside, again pitching outside the leg stump. This cannot be given out. They're throwing everything.
And they're running for everything as well, Devendra. It's going after everything and anything at the moment. I wonder who's more nervous, Desert Warriors or the Markhors?
Get the process right. Ooredoo presents QCA T10 Ramadan Cup 2022, quarter-final number 4. Desert Warriors taking on the team Markhors 11. Both teams showing the signs of nervousness into this contest. It's 14 for 1 after put into bat the Desert Warriors. They got Farouk still batting 2 of 2, and Avtar is betting on 5 of 9 deliveries. Plenty of extras given already. Abdul, who bowled first over for 11 runs, to continue to operate from QCA end. Third man on the boundary, man at the sweeper position on the offside, and slip has been removed now.
That's top-edged, and it falls between 3 fielders, and they take another single as well. I'll tell you what, Desert Warriors have decided the only way forward is to swing the bat or run hard.
If you read the body language of batters and also the fielders, everyone looks nervous, including the captain, who's got the white object in his hand, but here is Abdul. And whacks it through the onside, and he has got the gap working for himself, and he has picked up a boundary as well.
It's the line and the length as well. Fraction shot on this occasion. Drifting down the leg side. A little bit of a swivel. And 4 down to deep square leg.
Only 2 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle in the first 3 overs. The mandatory power play overs, both positioned on the offside, and he's drifting on the pads. Full delivery, a lofted drive, a classical stroke over the top of extra and away to the boundary for 4. Back-to-back boundaries.
And Desert Warriors are off to a very fine start after losing an early wicket. This was elegantly played. Just put that away. Field restrictions in place, and they're fetching the runs.
Trying to take the maximum advantage of not having extra fielders, the luxury that they have after the completion of the 3rd over. And no wonder they've been able to dispatch few boundaries away through the onside, through the offside as well with that lofted shot. Now the 3rd man comes inside the circle, looking to pack the onside field, looking to contain the boundary through the onside, and this has been flicked away for another single. 10 runs already from this over. He's proving expensive. Captain of the side. The nervous energy does a lot. It generates weird reactions.
24 for 1 in the 3rd over after losing the toss. This is not a bad start here for Desert Warriors. Gives the charge, and he's hit that high up in the air, and that sails over the 6th boundary. This has been a very costly over. Avatar this time around just picked that up and muscled it.
Pressure of expectation, dropping it short, looking for that leg cutter, and he got stuck to it and smashed it teasingly to that fielder on the boundary, the mid-wicket position for a 6. Well, 27 already from the captain of the side. It's 30 for 1. This time looking to whack it through the onside. He's beaten, but proved very expensive in his first 2 overs. Abdul conceding 27 and taking wicket. It's 30 for 1 after 3 overs. I feel, given the conditions, this has been an excellent effort from the team. Desert Warriors are to put into bat first against a strong outfit in Markhors 11. Lot of support for the team. Markhors silent at the moment. Captain has been taken for runs.
And all of a sudden the crowd as well, the supporters of Markhors have gone silent in the ground. They are the most boisterous and vociferous sound in this part of the world. Look at that. How momentum shifts and how emotions change.
Krimat Ullah to continue from the industrial street end. Good delivery to start the over. He's been successful in digging that one out. Almost into the block hole. 31 for 1 into the 4th over. Talk about the power play, the field restrictions. It's been taken care of by the batting unit despite losing the wicket early. Farooq is batting on 12. Avatar has a strike on 12. Going for the cut shot straight to the man, and is spilled.
Oh, this could be close, and this is run out as well. Very poor calling, very poor running. A catch was dropped. The chance to arm this time around, and this is self-destruction. Abdul Sattar just having a word with the fielder who dropped the catch. But this somehow managed to sneak out another wicket.
Well. Something to cheer for the crowd after a long time. They were forced to be silent because of some attacking stroke play from the Desert Warriors. After dropping the catch, spotting the opportunity, good awareness from the fieldsman, good throw, and wicketkeeper up to the task, in position to receive it, and breaking the stumps before the batsman could get to the safety of the crease. Now cheer is back. It's 31 for 2.
Who's their opening batter?
Avtar, the batsman, out for 13. It's 32 for 2. Farooq is still there. The man with the temperament and technique to negotiate with this movement and challenges that the pitch is posing to the batting unit. After winning the toss, deciding to bowl first, conceding runs, especially captain was attacked and he leaked runs. 32 for 2, wicket in form of run out. Gaurav comes to the crease. Full, and it's been driven. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Superb piece of fielding and cheer from the crowd.
And all of a sudden the run out has just lifted the spirits of the players in the middle. Another very good fielding effort. A very handsome drive through the covers, but look at that for commitment. And the pick up and throw could have been very close had that been a direct hit. Being cheered by the bowler as well. Another drive through cover straight to the fielder once again. He's formed a very strong circle there.
Response coming from the fieldsman. Again, the delivery in the range for the batsman to drive it and pick up a boundary. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant in the field. Started to react it positively. The Markhors, fieldsmen and bowlers also. Full lofted drive and will be limited to a single. Looking to put the brakes on run scoring. This has been an excellent over from Kirmat Ullah. Getting a wicket as well in form of run out. 33 for 2. Can he finish the over well? Searching for that shot through the offside, forcing stroke of the back foot is beaten with that extra lift and movement. 4 overs have been bowled here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium in Doha, Qatar. It's 33 for 2 after put into bat Desert Warriors in the 4th quarter final of the QCA T10 Ramadan Cup 2022. And that's the batting card for you. Sajjad dismissed early of the first delivery out, LBW. And then Avtar getting 13 of 13, getting out, run out. Gaurav is betting on 1. And Farooq is looking good for 12 of 7.
It's been a wonderful comeback here by Markhors. At the start, they were just running around the field, fetching the ball. But the moment they got a wicket and a run out, Tahir, 1 wicket for him. He'll want to add more to the tally. Oh, that's been chipped up in the air. Soft dismissal. Oh, he almost put that down as well. Hold it close, my friend. Don't let it slip out. Wicket number 3 falls here for Desert Warriors. They're throwing it away at the moment.
Was there need to play this lofted shot? Fielder just on the edge of the 30-yard circle, looking to clear that fielder and get the boundary away to put the pressure on the bowler, but spot on with his length on that occasion. A little bit of extra lift, getting the leading edge, and a simple catch was made difficult, but eventually hanging on to it. Pressure. The pressure is telling its effect on the batting unit. After getting up to a flying start, they lose another wicket. 33 for 3. Tahir gets his first. Gaurav out for 1. Trouble in the batting department. 33 for 3.
Shot selection has been very ordinary here for Desert Warriors. Off to a fine start. 3 overs, they were 30. And all of a sudden, in the 5th over, they're 33 for 3. Poor calling, poor shot selection. Lacked that kind of discipline and application in the middle. Rather sense of scoring.
Yeah, a lot of cheer for the team Markhors. The crowd is back again in its color. Too far down the leg side, it's a wide. Build a partnership in some fashion. Still they got Farooq, who is a fine batsman, has got the technique to negate the swing and sea movement and has got the temperament to play long innings, but he needs support from Imran and company. Strike rotation for next couple of overs and then look to take it from there.
And that's exactly what baffles me. A wicket has just fallen. They're reeling at 34 for 3. And Imran decides to play golf in the middle.
It's not about just 60 deliveries. Still, it requires some kind of method in order to succeed. Their focus has been on getting as many runs as possible, playing with that reputation of the batters. This time he gets it full. Appeal for LBW. Animated appeal from wicketkeeper as well as from the bowler. Umpire thinks that that was certainly drifting down the leg side.
Another very tidy over. Only 1 run so far. Take a look at that appeal once again. Just going down leg, all 3 stumps were visible, and that's what made it easier for the umpire. But look at that appeal, and look at the wicket keeper coming down leg. We're back live, and that's been hit for a massive 6.
What a hit. Pitching it up. Bound to concede boundaries here. Need to be careful about the field placement and what required on this pitch, but a timely 6. After lull in proceeding, losing 3 wickets in quick succession. This time beaten, trying to give a bit of room to himself, not far away from the off stump as well. 7 runs and a wicket so far from this Tahir over. Amount of runs that they've been able to post, it's all right, but they lost 3 top order batters in the process.
Imran facing Tahir.
And Imran gets a delivery down the leg side, and it's a wide.
That's been the problem this evening with Markhors. They were far more disciplined in the previous game in the league stages. Today in the quarterfinals, it's going to be a test of character, resolve, how well they can handle pressure, and how well they can win the big moments.
3 men patrolling on the offside boundary, long off, men at the point position, and 3rd man. Firm hit. And the batters will gain a single. End of the over. And that's the situation. Abdul Sattar, 1 for 27 in 2 overs. Kirmat Ullah Khan, 2 overs, going for 4 runs. That's bringing things back into their favor. And Tahir conceding 9 runs and taking wicket as well. 42 for 3. They got a very strong batting lineup, the team Markhors. But looking at the pitch conditions, most of them are power hitters. Do they have the batsmen with the technique to apply, and also do they have the batsmen with the temperament to play knockout game?
Oh yes, they've liked the ball coming from the surface onto the bat. On this occasion, they may not find that comfort. Very good start here for Abdus. Now, there have been 10 extras bowled so far in this innings, and 8 of them have been wides. So they've practically bowled an extra over in the process. That's been the problem, Markhors, this evening. And just coming back to the power hitters in this side, yes, the surface will ask them questions, and that's why they'll need to alter their approach while batting.
They need compact play in order to tackle the movement and bounce on the surface.
He may have just pulled his arm on that occasion, and maybe he'll be going for some treatment over here after that first delivery. So Abdus will be out of action, and this means one of his teammates will have to come and bowl and complete that over.
Who would be given the responsibility to bowl this over? They went with extra fast bowler, 5 fast bowlers playing for the team. Markhors, and one of them going off the field. Need to find an alternative in the bowling department as well, who is going to complete. Wasim has been given the responsibility to bowl at least the full over, because the first bowl was the wide. And Wasim, 4 wickets so far in this tournament. Tonks it. Straight down the ground. And it's gone over the boundary for a 6. Pitching it up and smacking it through mid-wicket. It went high up in the air and clearing the boundary. Not a good start for Wasim. Men on the boundary at the mid-wicket position now. The mid-wicket who was inside the circle has been positioned on the boundary. The square leg is on the boundary as well. Men at the long on position. What a welcome from Farooq. 18 of 8. He is the key man. Good delivery. Just pulling his length back. Also getting proper use of the crease as well. Going wide of the crease. Angle in and then movement away. Forcing the batsman to play a defensive stroke. 49 for 3 after 5.2 overs. It's a very good effort despite that lull after the 2 overs. 3 overs. Couple of quiet overs and they are trying to get back into batting momentum again. Drives. And for how many?
Well, the running was very poor. They just managed to take 2 runs, if I'm not wrong. They were just staring at the ball, raced towards the extra cover boundary. And in the process, they've also reached their 50 in the 6th over.
And here's Wasim into ball to Farooq. And Farooq is trying to hit it through the onside. Short lifting delivery again. It's taking the pace of the ball and taking a single. 52 for 3. We are into the 6th over in the first innings of the quarter-final number 4. Desert Warriors taking on the team Markhors 11. Farooq is betting on 12 of 7 and pulled away. Not quite getting the timing. There has been conscious approach to not pitch the ball up. They conceded plenty of runs. The deliveries pitching up, trying for that swing. It's not happening. Hence they've been taken for runs. Hits down the ground or through the onside over the top of mid-wicket as well. Sanas is looking to take the pace off and also dropping the length back at back of length region.
Much better this time underneath the bat. Ricochets off the stumps. They'll steal a single. So besides that 6, I guess Wasim will be happy with the way things have panned out for him.
11 coming from Wasim's over. It's 54 for 3. And that's the situation. 54 for 3. They got over number 2 and 4 quiet overs where they picked wickets as well. But after that, it's been consistent. 5th over where they picked up 9 runs and then the 6th was productive. 12 coming from the 6th over. 54 for 3. Good crowd, good attendance here on this magnificent, wonderful Wednesday evening here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium. Wonderful brand of cricket as well. An exciting, thrilling quarter-final number 3 where Sprite cricket stars prevailing in the last over. This time it's been creamed away and quite well done for 4.
Well, getting that over backward point, he's put that away in very good measure. It was in the slot, just made some room for himself. And the placement on this occasion, very good. So the runs have just started to come. A 6 in the last over, 4 off the first ball of this over. And pressure on Tahir.
Slower delivery, pulling the length back as well. Most of the pitched up deliveries have been punished, hence dragging the length back. Got third man on the boundary, man at the Sweeper on the offside and long off. Knocks him over. Tahir has struck. Second wicket for himself. And a wicket that they desperately wanted.
What a comeback here by Tahir. Hit for a 4 of his very first ball, this time keeping it straight, exposing his 3 stumps, the ball keeping slightly low on this occasion. Nowhere close to that. And the wickets and the bails are dislodged. Imran departs, and what a fine innings comes to an end.
Taking the pace up, low bounce, missing, and ball going on to hit the stumps. 58 for 4. Second wicket for Tahir. A boundary and wicket from this over. Desert Warriors still got few batters with the capability of turning the heat on the opposition. Sandeep has walked to the crease. 35 runs so far in this tournament. Hasn't got many opportunities because the top order thrived more often than not. Farooq is betting on 13 or of 8, and Sandeep here to open his account. Tahir from the QCA end with the 3 fieldsmen on the boundary on the offside.
Too far down the leg side. Extras has been a problem this evening for Markhors. They have been guilty of conceding way too many wides in this innings.
What's the score, Mikhail, they should be looking at the batting strength for the team Markhors, the team Desert Warriors from here on?
The last time when United Challengers in the first league game of theirs scored 148 against Markhors, we never thought anybody could chase it down, but they did it in that game. And that's why I feel in this encounter, anything in excess of 110, 115 would still be a very, very difficult target to chase, just keeping in mind the nature of the pitch and the magnitude of this particular occasion. It's the quarterfinal.
Can they get to 110 from here on? That's the question this time, trying to hammer it through the offside. Again, that outside the off-stump channel. That's where most of the bowlers have been successful throughout the tournament. And once again, Tahir getting a dot ball from that region. Good shot this. He's managed to, and there is a fumble from the fieldsman, and there is additional run as well. Lot depends on how Farooq bats from here. 13 of 8. He hasn't got many opportunities to contribute in the batting department. Today he's not getting the strike. Batsman coming and going. Gets a deflection. Good fielding again. .62 for 4. Can they take the score to 90 from this stage in place? 7 overs have been bowled. 62 for 4. Sandeep is betting on 3. Farooq has to unleash big booming shots in order to make it competitive. Otherwise, Team Markhors is a very strong batting unit, and anything below 100 should not be much of a challenge, despite of the nature of the surface and also the occasion. Got plenty of batters, power hitters in the team Markhors. Can they get to 90 from here? Rashmi has been introduced. He has been scoring runs for the team at the top of the order for the team Markhors, and now searching for opportunities, maybe looking to contain the batters rather than taking wickets. And always exciting to see spinner in operation in T10 version of the game. Rashmi has been hit hard into the offside, straight to the fielder. Gets a dot ball in. Got managed square leg mid wicket and long on. 3 men on the onside.
He's picked that up and played that over long on for a huge 6. That was short enough time to just wait for it and launch into this one.
The biggest problem for leg spinners, it's about getting the length right. In the previous match, he bowled really well, getting the ball to turn and getting wickets in the process as well. This time, just dropping it short. Enough time for the batsman to wait and choose the place where he wanted to dispatch it. 6 of the second ball. Tossed up delivery and hammered down the ground. And enough wood onto it to travel it to the boundary for 4. 6 and 4. They're making a move on here. The Desert Warriors.
Rasmi is turning costly. This time just picks it up and plays it over the bowler's head. Another very fine shot presenting the full face of the bat. And look at the acceleration Desert Warriors have got. 72 already on the board.
Slightly wider, slightly short as well this time around from Rashmi. 10 runs already from this over. Can they get to 100? Tossed up delivery and hammering it hard over the boundary for a 6. Over that fieldsman, position on the boundary at the long on position.
In that last game as well, Sandeep played the big hits. This time around, just throwing the kitchen sink at this one. Full power behind it.
6-4. 16 already. Can he finish it with a big booming shot? He has found a single of the last ball of Rashmi's over, going for 17. A prolific over from batting perspective. 79 for 4. 2 6s in a 4.
Very costly over. That was short and wide. Enough time to go onto the back foot and play that over the mid-wicket region. Sandeep is looking dangerous, and then again going over the bowler's head. It was a pitched up delivery, much fuller in length. Just went through with that shot, and then again just went with that cross-batted big swivel over the mid-wicket region to complete 2 6s in an over and a 4. Very productive one. The 8th over turning out to be for the Desert Warriors.
17 coming from that leg spinner over. Was that the right decision, wise decision to introduce a spinner at the crucial stage in play, conceding 17 runs? That injury to a premier fast bowler, they needed someone to bowl an additional over, and Rashmi was given the opportunity to bowl, but he conceded 17. The crowd is quiet at the moment. 79 for 4. Great support. It's a Wednesday, working day here in Qatar. Crowd response has been quite good throughout the tournament. Mikhail, today is the day number 14 of the competition.
Oh yes, 2 more days left in the tournament. The big final on 22nd. Wasim expensive in that first 11 of it. 12 legal deliveries left. Desert Warriors in the zone. Again gives that wild swing. Single towards long on.
Can they get to 100? The team Desert Warriors will be more than happy what transpired after the third over. 80 for 4. Farooq has strike now. Stroke down the ground for another single. It's a good start to the over from Wasim. Again feeding strike to Sandeep, who is playing a good innings here, explosive innings, 21 of 10. Can he find a boundary? Mid off, up in the circle. And pulled away straight to the man on the boundary. Captain takes the catch. Wasim gets his first, and the partnership has been broken, and that prompts reaction from the crowd, a vociferous one.
Well, the intent was right, it's just that the execution was not there. Didn't quite get underneath this one. Didn't get the middle of the bat, and Abdul Sattar with that catch. Big wicket here for Markhors. They've been fetching the ball for the last couple of overs. This time around, they get a big wicket of Sandeep, the danger man. Was looking good once again to play a big innings. He goes for 21 in 11. Fifth wicket falls for Desert Warriors. 81 for 5 in the 9th over.
1 4 and 2 6s in this innings from Sandeep. Shakir comes to the crease now. Will he feed the strike to Farooq? Technically excellent batter, but has he got the firepower to clear the boundary? That's the question. Shakir, broad shouldered, strongly built. Has he got the game to clear the boundary? 1 for 13 into second over. 4 matches, 45 runs, so he's been getting runs, Mikhail. And can he help this side getting that surge, late surge, to get in excess of 100?
We saw the last game, 93 was scored in the first 10 overs, and the batting side got to 90. So it's going to be a very good total, anything in excess of 90-95 on the surface. Fuller this time almost crashing into the stumps. Very lucky.
Fantastic response at a time when the batsman searching for boundaries, going with that full delivery right into the block hole and getting a dot ball in. Single, then a wicket and a dot ball. Great comeback in this over from Wasim. Searching for boundary from where he's standing outside the crease. Trying to shuffle across and looking to heave that one through the onside. Wide signal by the umpire.
Too many extras conceded by the Markhors this evening. It's a knockout game. They need to bring in all the discipline. 10th wide bowled by the Markhors bowler. There's almost 2 overs, Devinder.
Fine leg up in the circle. Looking for that full length delivery on the middle or off stump. Gets a full delivery, drives. There is a fumble. That will certainly prompt the batsman to come back for the second. Direct hit. A stunning one. Fantastic throw with 1.5 stump visible and a wicket.
He did allow it to pass through his hands. They say never run on a misfield. On this occasion, there's always going to be a single, casual to get behind the ball, but then quickly realizing they're going for the second, takes aim, and it's a direct hit. And the batter fell short. So we've seen mediocrity and brilliance in one ball.
Action-packed drama here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium. 83 for 6. This has been a topsy-turvy innings. Farooq goes for 14. And it is 83 for 6. 2 wickets from this over. Kushal, captain of the side, comes to the crease. 3 wickets and 11 runs. That has been his contribution. But can he hit few blows here? Shot. Slices that one. And batters will collect 2. Brilliant over from Wasim. And it's 85 for 6.
Oh yes, a very good 9th over here. 2 wickets in that. 1 run out. Wasim was a touch expensive in that first over of his, but came back well to give 17 and get a wicket. Rasmi Mohammed, 17 of his 1 over, the costliest of the lot. But Kirmatullah, as always, tidy, 2 overs, 4 runs. And Tahir Mohammed as well, 2 for 17. It's been a mixed bag of a bowling effort here by Markhors. And look at those extras, 12 out of which 10 are wides.
Who is going to bowl the final over because Samad got injured in the process of delivering. So he's been taken off. He's injured. He's out of the park at the moment. And Kasif has been given to bowl the final over. With his military medium pace, 2 wickets already in this tournament. And that's the leg cutter. Batters will collect a single. They're running for everything, and they should.
If they can crawl to 100, psychologically it will really create a great impression when they come out to defend it, and will also just play on the mind of the chasing side Markhors. But it's been a very good comeback by the Markhors side. This after they've conceded way too many runs early on.
Plenty of extras, and they struggle with their length. Too many pitched up deliveries. There will be single again. Waiting for a throw. 87 for 6. Ooredoo presents QCA T10 Ramadan Cup 2022. This time looking for a whack through the onside. Again the slower delivery around the off stump. Again getting a dot ball through. 87 for 6. Couple of lusty blows here. Put them in a competitive mood when they come out to defend. Fine leg up in the circle. Good innovative cricket shot. Smart batting from Kushal.
Cheeky this time around, plays the scoop, just moves around in the crease, cuts the angle, and plays one of the most innovative shots in T10 cricket.
Nice control in execution of that stroke. Already started practicing the batters on the extra players in the rank about how they're going to go about the business of getting runs, and imagine few early wickets in the chase. You never know, this could be a good score as well on this pitch. This time short ball going deep in the crease and smacking it over the fine leg up in the circle for 4 back-to-back boundaries from Kushal.
Well, he's just using all his mind, just seeing the vacant areas, seeing the field placements, the alertness and the awareness. Very good here by Kushal. And I've liked the way he's improvised and danced around in that crease of his, moving around, shuffling, creating and manufacturing boundaries. And this is what you expect in the final over.
Back-to-back boundaries. Can he finish it with a flurry with a 4 or 6? Kasif into bowl to Kushal, and Kushal is going with a reverse shot. Appeal for LBW not entertained. The batters are through for a couple of runs here. And they're going for another run. Misfield, 3 runs taken. Can you believe it? This is unbelievable cricket.
I'll tell you, this is just comedy of errors and comedy of running. He may be taking the push-ups over there, but they'll need to come and get the runs on the board, because 98 runs have been scored now. Look at that, they're running for everything. Oh, one, there he goes and slips. Finally a run out. I'll tell you what, Desert Warriors will take this total home. That's because they've done a decent job. They finish on 98 for 6 in 10 overs. And in a quarter-final, this is a very, very good total on the surface.
14 from the blade of Farooq, who spent a lot of time at the non-striker end. 14 of 9 deliveries. Sajjad was dismissed early in the first over for not. 13 of 13 from Avtar Sidhu. Gaurav Gupta was out early for 1. And then Imran Mohammad getting 21 of 13. A good cameo, and 21 of 11 from the blade of Sandeep. And then Shakir Hussain 4 of 4. And a couple of boundaries to finish for Kushal. So that's been the contribution. 98 for 7 with 16 extras, plenty of extras in T10 contest. And Markhors will require 99 runs to win from 10 overs on a surface where a lot is happening. And if they manage to take a couple of early wickets, you never know. A strong favorite coming into this competition. Markhors can also be beaten, but will they be? So after boundaries early on, Screaming it through the covers to a full delivery. Was very expensive. And then the angle down the leg side, which was taken care of, managing to hit it behind the square for 4. Getting off to a flying start despite losing the first wicket early. Then a lovely lofted stroke to a pitched up delivery. Another powerful stroke through the offside. And just drilling it down the ground for 4. And Kushal in the end, couple of boundaries, using the depth of the crease, creating the angle. And that was a slower delivery from well outside the off stump, deep in the crease, just hammering it over the top of the man at the fine leg inside the circle for 4. Back-to-back boundaries from Kushal to put a competitive total. But will that be enough against Markhors, which is clearly the most dominating side in the batting department in this competition? Few sixes as well. Just dancing down the track and getting it over the boundary, teasing that fieldsman. And one is straight down, hard and high. They kept losing wickets, but they kept putting the ball away. This rocking back and hammering a leg spinner over mid wicket and long on region for 6s. And then just clearing his front leg, rocking back and smashing it over mid wicket for 6. Good team contribution eventually after that period from over number 3 to 5 where they lost the float. Good recovery courtesy Kushal, back-to-back boundaries, but in the process they lost wickets as well throughout the innings.
Oh yes, this was in the very first over. Abdul Sattar striking, the batter just shuffling in the crease and was trapped in front. Then this run out, Rasmi missing a catch, but on the second run, poor calling led to the fall of the second wicket. Batter not able to make it in the crease. Then this was chipped straight down to the fielder at covers. He almost put that down. Wicket number 3 falling there for Desert Warriors. They kept losing wickets at regular intervals. This time, Castled, ball keeping a little low, skidding through. And the batter saw his stumps shattered. Beg your pardon. Abdul Sattar with a good catch. That was Sandeep departing. He was looking dangerous, 21 in 11. And then another run out, a direct hit. Well, the batsman well short of the crease on this occasion. And the third run out of the innings. Oh, look at that. And finally, complete mess of the last delivery and a wicket here for Markhors. So, after 10 overs, Desert Warriors got to 90 odd runs. And the equation is fair and square here. Markhors need 99 runs to win to progress in the semis. We'll head into a short break. When we come back, we bring you the chase.
Welcome back to the Asian Town Cricket Stadium, Doha, Qatar. Look at it on the outskirts of the city. And that's the situation. Desert Warriors getting 98 on the board after put into bat. They've got a strong batting lineup, the team Markhors. Got a lot of support here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium. Spectators coming in good numbers. Shahjaib comes to the crease, 91 runs in his 4 matches. And start is going to be crucial. This is a different wicket altogether. They've been able to chase down 148 in their first match, but this is going to be a different story altogether. Rashmi also 86 of 4, top order, prevailing and flourishing so far in this tournament. Can they continue with same batting form? Sandeep has been given the ball. Great delivery the first up. An excellent ball to start. How did that miss the stumps? Look at this one. Dot ball almost created an opportunity for the team. Shahjaib was going to be a little bit of movement in a seam as well, with slip in position, third man up in the circle. So I'm hitting him on the pad. Reflection going through the offside. He's not reading. He's finding it difficult to deal with this movement here. 2 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle. Looking at the strength of the batters, they got 2 men, long off and long on in place. There's no one in the square region on the boundary at the moment. Fine leg up in the circle, mid-wicket inside the circle. Looking to take it away from the right-hand batter. This time extra bounce. 3 dot deliveries to start this defense campaign for the team Desert Warriors. Sandeep.
Good bowling here by Sandeep. He's generating pace, bounce, getting the ball to move, slip in place. 99, enough cushion for the pacers, for the bowlers to defend. An attacking field. Fielders converging as well. He's getting the movement. He's not allowing any width. And Shahjaib, who's known to hit the big shots, is just not finding the comfort zone.
He's bringing the ball back into the right, and at the same time he's altering his length as well and taking the deliveries away from the batsman. Shahjaib has taken 4 deliveries yet to open his account. 98 for 7. Very good effort in the batting department on difficult surface from the team Desert Warriors this time. Off the pads, and they will take a single. That will be leg by. Opening the mark for the team. 1 without a loss. But this has been superb over so far, Mikhail.
Oh, it's been a top over. Our title sponsors, Ooredoo, who've been with us from the start of the tournament, supporting the concept of sports and culture. It's a very, very nice sporting culture here in Qatar. Pitched up, driven, in the gap, 4 runs. This is a much better shot. And Rasmi is off the mark. He's the danger man as far as Desert Warriors are concerned.
Rashmi releasing the opportunity, pitched up delivery on the opposite stump, an opportunity to free his arms. His placement was immaculate, finding a boundary. It's 5 without loss from the first over. Rashmi himself off the mark, 4 of the very first delivery that he has faced. Ooredoo presents QCA T10 Ramadan Cup, quarterfinal number 4. This has been an exhilarating phase of the league, and now these quarterfinals. Fascinating finish earlier today where Sprite Cricket Stars prevailing, and now it's heading towards another fascinating encounter here. 98 on the board. Just conceding 5 from the first over. Vikramjit to operate from the industrial street end with long off and a man at the long on in place. 7 runs and a wicket. That has been his contribution so far in this tournament. He's bowling to Shajib. Cuts and cuts it delightfully for 4.
Signs of aggression. Markhors known to attack up front. Another foolish delivery. And just threw his bat at this one. It was in the air, but wide of the fielder at point. And that just raced away to the boundary.
Power. Man coming inside the circle here at the from the long off and also from the long on position. Now the long off is coming inside the circle, sending the men at the long on back on the boundary, getting protection on the cut on the offside on the point boundary. And cuts it away over the top and into the boundary for 4. Shot outside the off stump. They had protection. Man at the point position inside the circle. Point on the boundary. But he knows where the fielders aren't.
Just clearing that front foot of his, making some room for himself. That was a tad bit short and outside the off. And once again threw his bat at it. Improvising in the power play. The restrictions are in place. The field is up. And Markhors have decided to attack.
Point inside the circle. Point on the boundary as well. Double protection. They got backward a point as well. Third man wide is inside the 30-yard circle. Beaten. Just pulling his length back, an extra pace as well. And a bounce. 2 boundaries already from this over of Vikramjit. 13 for no wicket. 86 to win with the rate of 10.12.
Again clearing that front foot of his. Just giving it that wild swish.
Again the movement. And he's bowling at good pace as well, Vikramjit. Vikramjit from the industrial street end runs into bowl to Shajib. And Shajib is lobbing it through the offside and straight to the man. And the catch has gone down. Kushal, the captain, dropping a simple catch on the boundary. The bowler has created an opportunity, but it's been put down.
How costly will this turn out to be? The bait was laid. The batter had fallen into the trap. Simple, straightforward catch being put down. Will it prove costly for the Desert Warriors? You cannot allow the Markhors another opportunity. Shazib survives, and in the process, Ramsey gets back on strike.
4 of the single delivery so far. Rashmi in this innings. And right arm over the stumps to left-hand batsman looking to take the ball away. Down the leg side, it will be signalled as wide.
And a very fine effort behind the stumps by Shakir. Great glove work, one-handed pickup that was travelling.
10 runs already from this over. Can he take wicket from this over? Here is Vikramjit. Goes into bowl to Rasmi, and Rasmi is trying to work through the onside and hitting the pad on the way through to the keeper, and that marks the end of the second over. It's 15 for no wicket. Markhors chasing 99 to win here. Shadzeb is batting on 9 of 10. And Rashmi 4 of 2 with 2 extras. 84 to win at the rate of 10.50. They got Abdul Sattar, Wasim Abbasi, Farhan Mustaq, Kashif Qureshi, Kiran Bangalore, Abdul Samad. Plenty of batters, powerful batters to come. It's a glorious evening here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium. Lights are on. Lights flickering in the backdrop as well. Avtar, wicket in 66 runs. That's been his contribution in this tournament is going to operate from the QCA end.
Missed out with the bat today. He'll be eager to make it count with this white glossy ball. Oh, he's given it the thump on this occasion, and that has been deposited into the long off region. What a shot! Stand and deliver.
Confidence, conviction in his technique, and the timing was superb. An effortless hit going into the stands. 6. 21 for no wicket. Full, looking to clobber it through the onside. Batter would feel that he has missed out on a potential opportunity to get another one into the stands.
Each time Shahzeb hits a 4 or a 6, it will come to bite Kushal Kotari, who dropped that catch some time back. That's what sport can do. It's a great leveler. And in a tense chase, in a quarter-final game, in a knockout match, you don't want to drop chances.
Avtar to Shahzeb, and Shahzeb is getting a full delivery. Not quite getting it from the meat of the blade, and hence they will have to settle for a single. 77 more runs to win from 7.2 overs. 44 deliveries.
It's been a good start, Devinder, considering the fact that they have all 10 wickets in hand, and their batters have looked comfortable in the middle. They've scored the runs without much fuss.
Yeah, that's the most encouraging sign to take note of from batting perspective. Swung away on the onside, and it's a 6, and crowd is on their feet.
Once again in the slot here for Asmi. He's so good on the onside. Nicely just goes through with that follow through and picks up 6 more. So attacks from both sides, and 28 now, and the power play is still in play.
2 6s already from this over. And pulled away behind square for 4. There is no protection. Just dropping it short and allowing the batsman the opportunity to free his arms. Dropping it short, the angle was coming into him, and he made sure that he utilized it to pick up a boundary. 32 without a wicket. Last ball of the power play overs. A discussion with the captain. What length he should be bowling? Should he change his angle? .67 more to win from 43 deliveries. More changes in the field now. After that stroke, we got the man at the square leg position inside the circle. Fine leg, man at the mid wicket inside the circle as well. Man at the long on position on the onside. From round the wicket into ball to Rashmi, and Rashmi is hammering it straight down the ground. It's going all the way for a 6. Third 6 and a 4. 23 runs from this Avtar over.
The crowd is having a party in the stands. Go fetch that, says the Markhors to the Desert Warriors. We'll take a look at the 3 6s and the boundary as well. Everything panned out for the Markhors. This was stand and deliver by Shahzeb. Just cleared his front foot. And then came Ramsey in the slot, and that was deposited over the cow corner region. Effortlessly played. He's so good in that region. This was down the leg, shorter in length, going in with the angle and the swivel. 4 more. And just when it looked like the misery was ending, another pitched up delivery in the slot, and this was by far the easiest shot in the evening. He made it look so easy, and that's what Rasmi can do. Player of the match in the last game, and he continues his good form. 38 after the completion of the 3 overs.
Both the batters oozing a lot of confidence here. The way they've been going about the business of getting runs. Captain comes with this option, with his spin, can he create a magic for the team? 38 for no wicket. He has already dropped a catch.
What a moment in the game. This captain introducing himself, realizes things slipping out of the hand. Are we seeing some dew as well? You can see the white towel behind. Grip won't be easy. Tossed up, goes big. Oh, this can be a very teasing pace and line and length.
It's a nip in the air. Could be because of a little bit of moisture in the outfield as well. Kushal into ball to Shahzeb, and Shahzeb is getting full delivery. And he's driving it. More fieldsmen available at the disposal of the captain to put in likely positions where the batters are thinking about getting boundaries. Got man at the long off position, on only the fieldsmen through the offside and the boundary. They got 1, 2, 3, 4 fieldsmen on the onside. Man at the long on, mid wicket, and square leg, and backward square leg. 4 fieldsmen on the onside. Tells us about his strength areas. That's 2 against an off spinner. Poor delivery. Field set on the onside, and he's dropping it short, and that's 2 outside the off stump.
This is a very strong top order of Markhors. Not missing out on the scoring opportunity. Short and wide, played over backward point. Only 3 on the on inside, 3 on the offside, 4 on the offside inside the circle.
Contrasting body language. When this time he gets the ball on the... Oh, that could have been taken, but it has been parried away over the boundary for a 6.
Came agonizingly close. Kushal Kotari can only have his hands on his head at the moment. That's because nothing is going the Desert Warriors' way. This was picked up from down the leg side. Almost got his fingers, timed his jump, but in vain. That ball was travelling. This time shorter and dispatched over the long on region. It's raining 6s here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium.
Kushal is hemorrhaging runs here. It's a big 6s. Dropping it short, rocking back, and it's his strength area. You can deposit as many fieldsmen as possible on the boundary rope on the onside. It's going many miles. Full delivery on the leg stump. Wide signal by the umpire. They will take another run here. 2 6s from this Kushal over.
50 up in the 4th over. Batting on a highway at the moment are the Markhors. He's raced to 34 and only 8 deliveries. Rasmi. What's going to happen in this final delivery?
Shahzeb comes down the track, hits it straight down the ground. Powerfully struck. It's gone for 4. 21 runs from Kushal over, and they are rushing along the Markhors. Again coming down the pitch, did not try to hit it hard, just lifting it over, back over bowler's arm, and straight down the ground for 4. Great support for the team voice supporters. Support that we've been witnessing throughout the game for the team Markhors. Dancing and making a lot of noise here as their team is thriving with bat in hand.
One-way traffic at the moment, and that's the Markhors 11 continuing to set the stage on fire at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium, making little work of 98, 99 runs that they need to knock off. 59 in only the 4th over, 10 wickets in hand. The crowd is going delirious at the moment. They're getting to see their boys make merry in the middle with some big home runs. And each time that ball is sailing into the stands, you can see the crowd up on their feet.
Michael, massive improvement in the body language when they came out to field. They were nervous spraying the ball around, nervous, but with the bat, such confidence and such ferocious attitude. 59 for no wicket after 4 overs. Anirudh has been introduced into the bowling. Rashmi once again among the runs. 34 of just 8 deliveries. 34 of 8 deliveries. And Shahzeb 21 of 16. They need 40 to win from 6 overs. Anirudh. And it's Rashmi on his strike. Full, and it's a wide.
That's slow, that's lofted, looped.
Reckon he's going to deposit it over the boundary. Giving room and hammering it through the offside, and it's gone for 6.
And right into the dugout of the Markhors, and they are enjoying every bit of it. He's an entertainer, Rasmi. The last time, while conversing with him at the presentation, he told he likes to play the big hits for the crowd. And once again, he's delighting the crowd come here to watch the game with some emphatic shots in the middle.
And with this 6, he becomes the leading run scorer in this tournament. Oh, how did that miss this time? Slow through the air, teasing for the better. Wanted to heave it through the onside. 2 hits away from reaching his half century. 40 of 10. Yuvraj Singh getting 15, 12 deliveries. The crowd is on their feet. They expect nothing less than 6.
Yes, anticipation is always 6. The chance as well will be for the home runs.
Anirudh to Rashmi, and Rashmi is getting a short ball. And they will collect a single. Great entertainment in the chase. Crowd coming in large number to support, and they haven't been disappointed as Rashmi and Shahzeb entertain them fully, and that's why they get a lot of support. A champion side over the years, and they're delivering a champions-like performance tonight in this quarter-final number 4. Full delivery and drilled down the ground.
Sandeep doing the fielding. It's all getting very easier for the Markhor 11. And they're doing it in a hurry.
Huge expectation. The crowd expect boundary of every ball that they're facing the batters. Anirudh to Rashmi, and Rashmi is getting a quickest delivery, which has been pushed away on the offside. He takes a single. There is overthrow. They will not go for this one. They don't have to do it.
By far, Rasmi has been one of the most impressive batters in the tournament, playing some very nice strokes along the ground, using his feet, playing on all sides of the wicket, and in the process also become the highest run getter in the tournament. And Shahzeb couldn't have peaked at the better time. Oh, he's picked that up this time around, waited for it, very slow, off the air and off the surface, and straight into the stands. At the crowd just cannot control the emotions. They're enjoying every bit of what they're seeing in the middle.
Quite an entertainer, depositing straight into that orbit where the spectators are celebrating their batting performance. They are on their feet, they are applauding. It's been a batting masterclass from both the openers. Shahzeb on to 28 of 18 deliveries, and Rashmi once again approaching his half century. 42 of just 12 deliveries, 75 of just 30 deliveries. This has been a great partnership, being dominated by Rashmi. How long will they take to get over the line? That's the only question. Desert Warriors, they've been bruised in this run chase, the way the batters is stroking the ball. Anirudh, expensive from the previous over, conceding 16 runs. 17 runs from the previous over, 75 for no wicket. Vikramjit created opportunity early on, but catch was put down by Desert Warriors captain Kushal. And Vikramjit. Rasmi pulls it through the onside and just over that field spin for a 6. No currency except 6 is available here in Asian Town Cricket Stadium.
It's 6 in the city, let me tell you that, of Doha. They have only been eyeing the stands this evening. Markhors winning the toss, electing to field first, deciding to chase in a knockout, and this is how you do it, say the Markhors. They have taken everyone. This time again gives it a slash, and has it gone the distance? 50 for Rasmi, and he does it in style. What a batter, back-to-back 50s, and what a time to bring up this half century as well in a quarter-final, taking his team through in a tense chase, and he's doing it all for his team and the crowd who've come to watch him.
A record smashing half century, 52 of just 14 deliveries. 85 for no wicket becomes 90. How long will they take? 14 to win from 4.4 overs with the rate of 3 runs per over. Can he smash this one out of the boundary to Vikramjit into bowl Rashmi, and Rashmi is looking to hit it through the onside, not quite getting the connection, getting it from the toe end of the bat. The crowd is going crazy here. 86 on the board. Passionate support for the team. Markhors were forced to be quiet in the first innings.
The Markhors have pulverized the bowling attack, decimated the opposition, and just blown them away with their batting masterclass, particularly the 6 hitting. We've never seen a target of 99 being chased so quickly and so easily in the tournament. Again, giving the Charge some deviation off the pitch.
Such is the reputation that they carry. The team that is scheduled to play the semi-final will be worried already the way two batters stroking the ball. Both semi-finals scheduled for tomorrow, starting at 6:30 and 8:30 respectively. Then the final on 22nd of April here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium in Doha. This has been an entertaining chase. 86 for no wicket. Vikramjit runs into ball to Shajeev, and Shajeev is out bowled. Good accurate delivery, this attacking the stumps.
Has it come a little too late in the day? Some cheer for the Desert Warriors. He walks back to a resounding welcome from the crowd and the dugout. Shazib has done his job. This time exposing his stumps and looking to go for that big hit over mid-wicket. Dead straight there by Vikramjit, and he strikes. But Shazib has played his part, and this partnership of 86 will go down in history as the highest partnership for the opening wicket in the QCA Ramadan T10 Cup 2022. What a fine innings he's played. Wonderful effort with the bat. Shazib goes for 28 in 20.
13 to win from 4.1 overs. Khalil comes to the crease, 29 runs. The top order for the team. Markhors has been magnificent throughout the tournament. Openers providing the team up to a flying start, and then middle order capitalizing onto it. They started the campaign with flying colours, chasing down 148 in 10 overs, and after that they've been thrashing the opponents with big margins. Full delivery and work through the onside. End of the over, 6 overs bowled.
Dot ball to end the 6th over, which means Rasmi will keep strike and expect this game to finish in the next 6 deliveries, because the manner in which Rasmi is batting, he looks unstoppable this evening. He's even dispatched the good length balls out of the ground. Look at that batting effort, 52 in only 15. Partnership of 86 for the first wicket between Shazib and Rasmi has just completely bulldozed the opposition, and they've had absolutely no answers. and they've been on a leather hunt this Wednesday night.
"13 to win. Can they finish this contest in this over?" Sandeep, who conceded 4 from his first over, comes into the attack from the QCA end. Runs into ball to Rashmi, and Rashmi is getting the ball on the leg stump and is flicking it. And is flicking it disdainfully for 4.
9 more to get after that boundary in 23 deliveries with 9 wickets in hand. This is how easy it has become for the Markhors. It's the quarter-final, and they are making it count, and they have shown why they are favourites, title contenders to lift the trophy as well.
Contrasting quarterfinals today, early today, a thrilling finish, and this has been a complete domination in the batting department from the Markhors. Pulled away, majestically struck. Won't reach to the boundary, but the batters will collect 2 more runs as they inch closer to the victory target.
Rasmi is in a hurry. He has a plane to catch, looks like. He wants to finish it off. And it's full value for money out here for the fans who've come out to watch the Markhors play this evening. They've enjoyed every bit of it. That's because 92 has come in quick time, courtesy the big hits.
Sandeep runs into ball to Rashmi and is getting shot. He's pulling it away through the onside. It's high, it's handsome, it's into the stands, and it's a 6. Another 6 of Rashmi's played.
The scores are equal with that 6. And look at the extension and swing of the arm. He just launched into this one, and that ball became a star, a shooting star in the sky as it sailed into the stands. Look at that batting effort, 64 and 18, and the opposition may just be telling him, stop it now, we are tired fetching the ball.
Don't worry, just 1 to win now. Sandeep, 16 without taking a wicket, 1.3 overs so far. Can they finish off this delivery? They got slip in position, bringing all the fieldsmen up in the circle, in the 30-yard circle. Can they manufacture a wicket in some fashion? More fieldsmen inside the circle now. They got 2 slipsmen at the backward point, cover point, short extra cover, and here is Sandeep from round the wicket, and this time he hammers the ball down the ground. It's going away towards the boundary. They take a single. It has been an emphatic victory for the team Markhors, and it's been a great entertainment for the crowd, coming in good numbers as they win by 9 wickets. A real thrashing given to the team Desert Warriors as they win in 6.4 overs. What a win as they qualify for that spot in the semi-final. 2 semi-finals scheduled for today, but what a batting response from the team Markhors in the chase.
This has been unreal stuff in the middle. Markhors have made little work of this target of 98, and they've got that in 6.4 overs. And that's the kind of batting with 20 deliveries to spare and 9 wickets in hand. They have gone and bulldozed the opposition Desert Warriors. It's been a one-man show. Rasmi Mohammed, 65 of 19. He played some of the most attractive shots in the middle in the process and took his team into the semis. Shahzeb looked dangerous as well, 28 of 20. And Desert Warriors had absolutely no answers to the kind of hits that were produced in the middle. It's been a batting masterclass here by the Markhors, and not much that one can talk about the bowling. Avtar Sidhu, 23 of his 1 over. Kushal, 21 of his 1 over. Both the bowlers conceding 44 runs in their 2 overs and going wicketless. Only one bowler tasting success towards the end, and it was a little too late. 1 for 20 for Vikramjit. Sandeep Kothari, 17 in his 10 deliveries as everybody went for runs. Anirudh Singh as well, 16 of his solitary over. The match summary to confirm: Desert Warriors batting first got to 98 for 7, and Markhors 11. Oh my God, they have just played the best innings in the tournament. A partnership of 86 for the first wicket, and after that they raced to the target with 20 deliveries and 9 wickets in hand. Batting masterclass by Rasmi, 65 of 19. Shahzeb gave him great support, and Abdul didn't have to do much. Nothing much can be told about the bowling, but when Desert were batting, they had Sandeep who took them off to a good start, and Imran as well adding the impetus. Tahir 2 for 17 was amongst the wickets as Wasim and Abdul also joined in. A confirmation, Markhors 11 storm into the semi-final of the Ooredoo Presents QCA Ramadan Cup, powered by Elite Sports. Two semi-finals lined up for tomorrow. Sprite Cricket Stars will take on United Challengers in game 1 of the evening. That's scheduled to take place at 6:30 local time. And semi-final 2 will be Markhors 11 versus Star CC. That is scheduled for 8:45 local time. We are all set for the big semis, building up to the mega final on the 22nd Friday. This has been absolutely scintillating stuff here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium in Doha. Take a look at the boundaries here from the bats of Shahzeb and Rasmi. That was elegant. Pitched up, and he played it behind backward of square, backward of point, just opening the face of the bat. Vikramjit Singh came in, and he was welcomed as well. Clearing his foot on this occasion was Shahzeb, as he made room for himself and manufactured that outside off. Then again he dispatched this, was just playing around with the infield as the restrictions were in place. Then it was a one-man show with the bat as Rasmi played on all sides of the wicket. That was again bowled down the leg and shortish as well. Kushal Kotari introduced himself into the attack, and then he went on to get some stick as well. Nothing could stop the Markhors this evening. They looked in a different mood. They were in murderous mood, and in the process Rasmi also got to his 50, his second 50, back-to-back 50s for him. And this is how they went about chasing this target of theirs. They made little work of it, and everything just panned out the way they wanted to. It was raining sixes at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium. Shahzeb was severe on the bowlers, didn't miss out on the scoring opportunities, and so was Rasmi. He just brought into the extension of the arms and went the distance each time he connected it. No half measures, full flow of the bat, and he drilled them over long on and the cow corner region with sublime ease and timing. That was the kind of impact he had. Anything pitched in and around was dispatched. This one just coming very close to the fielder, but going over it. Shorter in length, picked up again and deposited towards the cow corner region. That was the kind of impact Rasmi was having in the middle. Anirudh too came in, but this time he made room for himself, went deep inside the crease and played it right into his dugout as it became a party for the Markhors. Another very poor ordinary delivery, slow off the air, slow off the pitch, and picked up by Shahzeb as the crowd went crazy seeing the amount of sixes being hit tonight at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium. There was no stopping here for the Markhors as Rasmi and Shahzeb pulverized the bowling attack. And look at that for 6, and look at that for the timing, and look at that for the follow-through. It was Rasmi at his sublime best, looking dangerous, and as always dictated terms in the middle. Just the one wicket to fall, and that too in the death when the match was pretty much completed. Vikramjit getting Shahzeb when he tried to play another big shot towards the mid-wicket region. We've seen it all happen here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium. Markhors prevailing in this encounter, a one-sided contest, and they storm into the semis with a commanding and a complete win in this fixture. What a performance by them. A quick confirmation, the win by 9 wickets and 20 deliveries to spare. We'll head into a short break, but when we come back on the other side, we'll get you the presentation.
Welcome for the post-match presentation of this entertaining encounter. What an evening it was. We've seen boundaries coming galore in this process, and outstanding performances from batters and bowlers also on a sporting surface here in the fourth quarter final. First of all, it's important to understand the perspective of the respective captains, the reactions from the captain. I call upon the captain of the team, Desert Warriors, to come and have a word with me, please. Kushal, the captain of the team, Desert Warriors. You got enough runs on the board?
Yeah, the runs were enough, but not good enough finally. But yeah, I mean, all credit goes to Markhors as well as special innings from Rashmi.
But this has been a good outing for you as well in this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, we had nothing to lose when we came here, and it's a good opportunity for us to play in the stadium. And boys really played well. We fought hard, but you know, it's cricket. One team has to win, one team has to lose.
Was that change in nature of the surface or a complete batting domination from the opposition?
I think it was complete batting domination. I think the first 2 overs were really good, you know, and the third over gave them the momentum, and then they never stopped it. So,
thanks for entertainment.
you're welcome. Bye.
That's the captain of the team, Desert Warriors, reflecting upon what went wrong in this side. Now time to speak to the winning captain of the team, Markhors. An outstanding performance from batters in particular. Well, bowling first, it was nervous, right?
Yes, today I was quite nervous, and even my boy was telling that we have to go for this, and let's bowl first. I was waiting for the winning toss since the tournament start, but to control the game and this all, you know, we went for the bowling first.
But your batters have been getting runs throughout the tournament in an entertaining way as well.
The boys playing from their heart, actually. I mean, I have no conditions over them that you must have to play your natural game. They are playing their natural game, yeah.
And a special word for Rashmi, the way he's stroking the cricket ball.
Rashmi is playing cricket in Qatar since 10 to 12 years now, and he's working with me as well. He's quite superb player. I mean, he should be given a chance at the higher levels. You know, he's a gem.
And you're getting a lot of support from the crowd as well.
Yes, I mean, the people loves me because I'm with them since 18 years. You know, people just love me.
All set for the semi-final.
Inshallah, we'll try to perform the same.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks. It has been enterprising batting performance from the team. Plenty of options for the man of the match prize. But to make the presentation, I request upon Christopher Raja, the member of the QCA organizing committee, to come and join. Thank you very much for joining us. And plenty of contenders for the man of the match prize. Sandeep getting 21 runs of 11 deliveries with 1 4 and 2 6s for the team Desert Warriors. We got Shajeb, who batted beautifully, making that contribution in the opening partnership, 28 of 20 deliveries with 3 4s and 2 6s. But man of the match for his outrageous batsmanship throughout the tournament and today as well. A record-breaking half-century, 65 of just 19 deliveries with 4 4s and 7 6s. The man of the match, Rashmi. Krishna Raja to make the presentation. That was an outstanding batting performance in the chase. That's 2 in the quarterfinal in a pressure situation. Unbelievable performance in the batting department. Thanks, Mr. Raja. And what's the secret of your batsmanship?
Nothing. Just I play my natural game. That's it. Because this is quarterfinal, I have to stay in the wicket, and I want to play well for the semi-final, inshallah.
Think about the pitch, or it's completely out of complexion for you?
No, wicket is very good. That's why we decided to chase the chase. I discussed with my captain to, if he win the toss, go for the chase.
And what about the bowler's performance in today's game from your side?
Quite well, mashallah. That's it.
You've been getting runs and prepared for the upcoming semi-final tomorrow?
Yes, sir. Yes, inshallah. I'm see, my supporters are they are coming just for me. So my wife also watching my game. I dedicate to my wife this. Rasmi, I love you.
Her name is also Rasmi. Thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So that was Rashmi for his outstanding batting performance, hitting 7 sixes in the process and becoming the man of the match. 2 matches scheduled for tomorrow, this semi-finals here at the Asian Town Cricket Stadium. Do join us then at 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the evening for the first match, for the first semi-final, and 8:30 the second match. We had an engrossing evening, a close finish in the first semi-final, and then an enterprising chase from the team Markhors. That's it from the presentation. Thanks for joining us.